and try to get onto the best possible scenario with that, right? So this is the topic that we choose today, and this is where we are trying to give a demo. So what we do is we'll try to give the demo in two ways. Just to connect you with the basics of AppSheet, I'll try to run a quick demo on how we can run AppSheet and stuff like that. And in the meanwhile, once we are done with that, I'll open for a question answer session, and then I'll ask Srikar to present the final app or one kind of a sample app that can look more like uh, the one that we can do as a demo, right? Okay. I'm just presenting, resharing my screen. Hope just let me know when you see that. Yeah. Okay. I think the screen is seen now, right? Okay. So here, this is how you go to AppSheet. You just say appsheet.com. I'm already logged in here with AppSheet, so it shows my accounts. And typically, when I click my apps, it takes me to the activity board where it shows all the apps that are developed and deployed. We work on various apps for various companies, and we have been doing this for a long time. We have done around 250 plus apps, and we understand what we are working on it, and that's the best part of it. Okay, now if you want to do a quick app, it's very easy. Just click this. As I said, you'll come with either a start your own data, start with an idea, or start with a sample app. Now, when you say start with a sample app, as it shows all the things, you can just say new app and select any one. For example, I would like to go with something called as a code generator. I'll just click that, and that's it. The app is already getting built. I don't need to really spend my time on compiling, designing, drafting, doing any such stuff. It's already getting done, right? So that's the best part of this thing, and that's where it actually works, right? So it will take a while, just 5 or 6 minutes to finish the app, and then I'll show you how we can create the app with our own data, right? So we don't need to even highlight anything. It actually captures and it does a lot of things. Yeah, there is a little network congestion, so it is taking a while, but typically it does in a minute or maximum 2 minutes time. Okay, so these are the typical flows that you can actually work on in building your app. In the meanwhile, it just does it. I'll just try to stop share and reshare in a minute. Just allow me. I just need to set up something. It's done. Yeah. So I'm just pulling the screen share back. Okay. So this is how it has done. So the app is ready now. So what you can do is you can just go and check the details, and app is already ready. So this is the user interface that you're seeing. This is called a deck view, where you can just get to know the quick details of your builders and all, right? Now, once you click, it opens a detailed view of what this guy is and how things are. And there are a lot of other things that you can do in the detailed view. And these are the different experience that you're giving with this app. Either you want to check on the pending orders, or you want to check on the accepted codes, or you want to just check about your customers who are there on the app, right? So it's that very easy to go back and do it. Let's try to build an app which is very specific to our demo today. So I'll say start with your own category. I'll say it is ATAWAD, right? And I'll choose a category of sales and CRM, and choose your data. It goes to ask me what source. I can add any additional source if I want, right? But for now, what I'll do is I'll stick to Google. Yeah. Okay, I'll stick to Google, and I'll go to, automatically it takes me to Drive. So in the Drive, I'll look for a sheet called ATAWAD. Okay, I just pull that ATAWAD up, and it's there. App, right? So it will ATAWAD, Then I'll choose others. Let's say I'll choose others, or I'll go with sales and GR. That's okay, fine. I'll go with Google, and I'll say ATAWAD, and then done. It is setting up the app. Okay. So done. The app is ready. So it's as simple as that. I just need to have a file which has the data and it does all the things, right? So if you look at, it has already created the data view for me. It already identified the data, and this is where I'll show you how intelligent it has done. If you look at it, it has given all the data that has identified as the row numbers, right? So this is what it has identified. Now the best way to do this is like I will try to give the names for the column, right? For example, let me add one more sheet, and I'll say this is ID, then it is a name, then it is the phone, then image, then I'll say something like age, then I'll say something like email, then I say something like remarks. That's it. Once I say this, and let's go back here and add a table. So I want to, this ATAWAD I'm saying, I want to see another one right now, right? When I click that, it's all already on the sheets on Google Drive. So it will ask me to go to ATAWAD. I can select that, and now it shows me the second worksheet, because sheet 1 is already there, right? Now it shows me the second worksheet. Now when I say add this table, this is where I would like to show you how it has identified the details, right? So in the sheet 2 table, what it has done is, if you see, so it has identified the data just based on what I've given. So the validations, everything are taken care. I don't need to worry about. So this is what I was saying more about a data model, intelligent data model that actually helps me to work on various kinds of things. Now let's say if the remarks, I don't want to be a text, I want a long text, I can select. But if you see here, there are so many different varieties of column names it can actually help you create, right? So that's the best part of how things can work here, right? And you can just save and it's done. Now let's go to the view model, which I was saying, right? So the view model is actually showing here what we can do, right? So if I go here and I say capture the data, see, it has already given ID, it has given a self-generated one. I don't need to do anything. I just say I select this, and then it asks me for image. I can pull any image from the desktop. So I just brought this one, and then I'll say the age is something like 41, and then the remark. Then I can type any remark and I'm done. So data is already entered, right? Now this app is live actually. If you don't believe it, I can help you believe that by just doing, you go click here. I'm sharing this in the chat window. You can actually click on the chat window, and you can just launch this app, and you can get the access to this app. Are you able to see this, Abhishek?
Yeah, Mani.
Yeah, just click on that. You get access to this. So let's see if you can add a row.
Yeah, done.
Okay. So you see 2 entries. Yeah, got it. So this is how it looks like. And if you go back to the sheet also, on the sheet as well, we would have seen 2 entries, right? So it makes so easy. So there is no change or no issue on the data that you are capturing. Whatever you have decided, right, as a data format, the same data will come. There are no typo errors, nothing is going to happen, right? So this is what you can enable smart data capture. So irrespective of whoever is using the app or who just has a link, they can use the link and capture the data, right? So that's what it makes it very, very beautiful. Now, let me bring some kind of a user experience to this. What I would like to do here is, I would like to go and change the way this thing looks like, right? I'll just go and make it a gallery, and I'll say select sheet 2, and then I will say it is like, yeah, that's it, right? And then what happens is here, I would like to also change the way it displays, right? So I would like to put just a binocular to give a good view of it. And I also change the name here saying galleries or something like employees, something like that, right? It's a very friendly, user friendly one. And here I will say as add data, right? And here I'll go below and I'll also try to change the way it looks like, right? So now I go here and I'll say, okay, let this aeroplane be the case. Now when I save it, the same simple form has transformed into a kind of a great experience. Because for a very normal kind of an app, this kind of experience is very, very overwhelming, and it's very easy for people to connect. You don't need to explain that, right? There are no instructions. You can just say, go to this app, you will find the employee button with the binocular. That's where you find all the details, right? So this is how so simple it is, right? And this what actually makes it happen, right? So in the same way, you can also say if you want to add new customers, go to add data and you can add customers. So this is what I was saying as user interface and user experience. Earlier you had only user interface. Now with little configuration, we have brought in a complete experience to this. So we can clearly give what things have to be done for whatever. Now I can take this interface to a next level or experience to a next level by adding little more things, right? Okay. I will say ratio, something like that, right? And I'll just say like something like age ratio, right? And I'll try to bring it a histogram. And what I want to do is on a column, which is typically the number, right? So I would like to give on the column. Okay, let me select the sheet 2 because that's the data we are working on, and I would like to bring it on an age, right? Now, depending on whatever is the kind of data we have, it actually brings the right kind of information. So this is the simple app that can be done. And if you see, we have done changes to the overall thing by changing a normal app to a kind of very focused app. And we also brought a lot of user experience, right? There are many ways you can build the flows, and you can get the attention span of the users that's going to be using it. So as per the role, as per the profile, we can build a lot of apps in such a way that it can actually benefit them, right? So this is typically the way you can build an apps, and we would like to also show you a classic example of how we can build the kind of app. I'll just like to unshare and share. Just a minute. So as you see here, we can quickly, there's a demo app that we have done where it supports the basic 3 fundamental principles of building a ATAWAD kind of a situation. When you want to start the very first step, very basic step of digitization for your organization. One, you have the user guideline, which tells what are the things that people can do. So this is one kind of focused approach on how you can look at it. And then you have a kind of a gallery or a user directory where people can actually go and try to reach out the people. So they are not stuck with various things that they do, and they can always do whatever they want at any point of time. So this is a really helpful thing to have in the first step of digitization for the ATAWAD thing. And then you're very clear about the videos, the kind of videos you can bring in here, and all the videos you can have your own channel, your own source, or you can directly also go to certain things like YouTube and just click on it, link it, and it starts playing, right? So that's the beauty of this. And you can actually go back and do a lot of things around your channel, right? This is what it actually works, and this is where the details are, and you can just check this, and that's what it happens. And then finally, you can see the tickets again. So these are the links. You can go to the image files. You can check details of the image. If you have given anything like a user manual, you can create here. You can create your kind of details about what you're storing here. Then you can build up some files, and the files can be shown up as a user manuals and list of structures that you can, whatever the information that you've gathered on how to do, all those things can be shown here, right? So there's a very quick way of looking at how we can build your application, right? Uh, and then you can go back and focus on building URLs. Like if you have collected some URLs, like about Bajaj, you can direct people to that sites, and you can actually help them. This could be a best bet for all the vendors and suppliers you work. You can just put a URL here and ask your employees to reach out the way they want, right? Again, this catalog works in a multiple ways. So you can have a YouTube video. So when you have a YouTube video, you want to just unload it, or you can just upload it to YouTube, and that's it. It plays over here, right? So that's easy, is it, right? So you don't need to really build an infrastructure for it. You can have your own private channel for your company, and you can link those things here, and it can show it up, right? So that's how the catalogs can be done. And the last one is the ticket, which is the support. So any user working on can actually bring the ticket and try to raise the ticket and try to work on it. Got it? So this is how it works, and these are the ways. You can just need to capture the email and select the person to whom you're raising the ticket. So this could be within the organization or outside the organization. You can make the list, and that's all it can. And you can just save it's in progress, or it's obviously it's a new, and someone else is working on it. They'll actually make it into progress center, right? Got it. So this is basically the quick ATAWAD, the very primitive stage of ATAWAD, and this is a kind of a demo app you can bring in, where you're bringing your employees, contacts, and directory together, where everyone knows whom to reach or whom to contact, and you bring a lot of information, which is the catalogs and all, and you can add a lot of work here for people to do, and you can also bring the support with the form of tickets, and people can add, and that's the best they can do, right? So this is a simple example of an ATAWAD app, and that's what we wanted to focus. I would say this is a very primitive one. So there are multiple ways you can bring to it, and that's all the presentation for today. Let me just revert back to the PPT that we were sharing, and yeah, this is what we have seen. We have seen basically an employee directory. We have seen a user guideline, and we have seen an information gallery and the ticket manager, right? So these are the basic things that we have highlighted in the sample ATAWAD. It's a very first basic step that anyone wants to digitize. This would be the way you have to digitize your organization, right? So this is the best way to build an ATAWAD app. And definitely you can have this kind of an app editor. This view helps anyone to get connected on what the app is doing and things like that. And how you can share the links, you can go to the browse link option and copy paste in the WhatsApp window or in the email, or any way you can share this app, and app is ready to access. Great. So I think we have answered all the questions, and if there's anything else, we are glad to help you. We'll definitely just get in touch with you, Abhishek, and we'll try to take it to the next level. Thank you. And on final note, we are launching Amplethon 2021. It's an online hackathon for no-code developers. Keep tuned. Keep following or subscribe to our LinkedIn page or YouTube channel, and keep following us. And we bring a lot of things from the world of no-code. Thank you. This is Mani and Srikar from Solworks. Thank you. Thanks for joining. That's all for today.